Seek ye the kingdom first, and everything else will be added. Okay. I know some of y'all are like, girl, really? You about to drag Jesus into this weight loss thing? Yes, I am. And let me tell you why. Honey, because that literally happened to me, okay? I literally seeked the kingdom first, and everything else was added unto me, including 55 pounds of weight loss. Honey, let me tell you. Okay, so listen. Just hear me out. Wait. Before you scroll, just hear me out. Okay, so first of all, I fully surrendered to God like in 2020, right? When everything was going on. But it was like the end of July 2020, okay? And then around maybe September, it was revealed to me that I had fibroids. And no, it wasn't revealed from God, right? I went to the doctor, and the doctor let me know that I had fibroids, and they were talking about, a hysterectomy and cutting inside of me and really going above my belly button in order to take the fibroids out. You know what I mean? And honey, stay tuned for that testimony because I know it's coming, okay? But no, listen. So I found that out about August of 2020. And then that same month, September of 2020. And that same month, God basically put in my spirit that I needed to share this with one of my coworkers. Now, I know this sounds crazy, but listen, like I say all the time, God is always talking. The question is, are we listening? And before I was fully surrendered, I wasn't really listening to God. Like I was doing my own thing. I would come and open the door to him whenever I needed him, whenever I needed for him to deliver me and to bring me out. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like I would stand at the door, crack the door open, ask him for what I wanted. He would give it to me, and then I would go on about my business. You know what I'm saying? But I say all that to say this. If I wasn't fully surrendered to Christ, I wouldn't have listened, A, and B, obeyed. Okay, obedience is the major key when it comes to walking with God. Okay, walking this faith walk with Jesus Christ, honey, you've got to obey. That was the first, honey, rule that Eve broke back in the garden, but we ain't even gonna go there. Okay, about September of 2020, when I found out I had fibroids, I was at work and God said something to me like, tell this coworker. And I'm like, Lord, first of all, if anybody knows me, knows that I am super private. Like, I don't share my life with a lot of people. Like, it's a miracle. That's how you know it's God that I'm coming on here and sharing my life with y'all. Yeah. So I'm like, Lord, I don't want to. He kept telling me. I'm like, I really don't want to like share with her that I have fibroids because it's very personal. You know what I'm saying? Kept telling me. Okay, great. So guess what? I shared it with her, right? Because I shared that with her, she told me of a testimony that her, her cousin, I believe, had fibroids the size as mine, grapefruit size fibroids. And basically she was telling me, oh my gosh, you need to talk to my cousin because she had the same situation and she switched her diet and, you know what I'm saying, her fibroids shrunk. So I'm like, what? So literally she let me speak to her cousin right there at work. Okay, that's first off, like, that don't ever happen. And mind you, like, this coworker that I'm talking about is, like, high up in the ranks at work. So, having a full-on private conversation at work, like, that's not really what you're supposed to be doing. But I'm telling you, because I'm telling you this, like, this is how God works, right? I say all that to say this. If I hadn't been fully surrendered to God, A, I wouldn't have shared that with my coworker. B, my coworker wouldn't have been able to tell me about her cousin who went through the same thing, changed her diet. And C, guess what I did? In October that next month, honey, I changed to a plant-based diet, went vegan, yes I did, and I lost 55 pounds, okay? So I'm saying all that to say this. Seek ye the kingdom first, honey, and everything else will be added. Listen, it wasn't until I was fully surrendered to God that the weight just fell off. there have been years that I have been trying to lose weight. Years, like trying diets and keto diets and all of these juicing and all of these different things that, working out, like all of this. When I went vegan and lost 55 pounds, I didn't work out. I did not work out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that it was easy. I'm saying what I did was I focused my eyes on God. I literally prayed this prayer: God, please take the desire away from me to want meat. Take the desire away from me to want to eat in my comfort, to want to just comfort eat, to emotionally eat, to eat whenever I want to. God, help me change my taste buds, Lord. I can't do this by myself. I prayed this prayer. I was real with God. Like, I can't do this by myself, Lord. I need you. I know this is you telling me that I need to go to a plant-based diet. So, Lord, please help me. Help me to do this, God. I cannot do this without you. Help me to do this. Change the desires in my heart. And that's what he did. I remember there was nights that I forgot to eat. I wasn't even hungry. I forgot to eat. Like, I was just so focused on what he had me doing for the purpose of the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Reading my word, worshiping him, like just getting to know God by reading, like, Christian books, watching Christian movies, like all of these different things. I forgot to eat. There was times when that happened. So I say all that to say this, honey, whatever you are struggling with, weight loss. I mean, it could be your physical appearance. It could be loving yourself. He taught me how to love my own hair. Like, anything. If you focus your eyes on God, he will give you everything else that comes with it. You just got to change your perspective to not focus on money. Change your perspective to not focus on being likable. Change your perspective and not focus on losing weight or, getting your face clipped. Change your perspective to focus on God and what he has for you and what he wants you to do for the kingdom and what his will is for your life. And I'm telling you, he will give you the desires of your heart. So, hey, girl, bye, girl, and listen, I will see you soon, girl, okay? Every Thursday. And listen, if you don't believe me, check out your girl.